My name is Derek Oyang, and I am an undergraduate at Stanford University. In 2011, I was an apprentice in Island Team, one of the 6 global student teams in the AEC Global Teamwork project-based course offered at Stanford with partners worldwide. Our challenge was to design a 30,000 square foot university building in the University of Puerto Rico while being remotely located around the globe, and our team won the Swinnerton Native Challenge for our design. I think the first key to our success as Island Team was that we were excellent at communication. If language and culture are barriers, then you need to find something that transcends these barriers, and for us, it was humor. In one of our very first brainstorming sessions, Frank, our lifecycle financial manager from Germany, said that he wanted a bar in the building, and I think the first thing I asked was, how many square feet would that be? We ended up putting a cafe in the final design, and a lot of thought went into how that would activate the social space, improve circulation, and even turn up a small profit. In other words, we took ownership of our work and we made it fun. For the final presentation, Frank even brought us his favorite beers from Germany, and Rebecca, our architect, brought her family's native coffee from Puerto Rico. We weren't afraid of using technology to improve our communication even more. We used an online 3D immersive collaboration environment for our weekly meetings and dramatically increased our productivity because we could engage with each other as if we were meeting in person. Later, we imported our models into the same virtual space, and instead of just looking at drawings, we could experience our building from the inside out. We even brought our owners into the space on a regular basis and allowed them to engage in the design process. In this online virtual environment, we learned to develop work practices and communication protocols that were unique and worked for us. When we ran our weekly meetings, we didn't waste time doing show and tell. We immediately identified problems and split into subgroups to solve them. At the end of the hour, we drew up an action list and scheduled additional subgroup meetings throughout the week. We kept all our work transparent through file sharing, and when there were questions, we never waited for the next meeting. We emailed each other immediately, no matter what time zone we were in. When it came to design, we spent an entire 2 months developing our design with professional mentors and searching for a big idea to win the Native Challenge. We had designed a functional space for education with an interesting architectural form we called the puzzle, but it didn't feel connected to Puerto Rico. It didn't address its context. Then we found out about the student riots at the university and how Rebecca had just nearly missed a major student police standoff at the architecture school. After hearing her concerns, I suggested that we should approach our design from a new angle to address the need for greater transparency between students, faculty, and administration. We called our new design the social puzzle, and we redesigned the program layout and circulation spaces to foster the very specific types of interactions between user groups that weren't possible before. We responded to the Native Challenge with our own unique definition and took ownership of our design. I hope you enjoy your experience in the AEC Global Teamwork Challenge, and I wish you all the best.